Hey, what's up, YouTube? What's going on, my Slay Squads? How y'all doing today? Welcome back to I Slay Spina Bifida. Here on this channel, we slay all day and all obstacles that comes our way. I would like to say welcome to my new subscribers and welcome back to my old subscribers. How you guys doing? I would like to thank everyone who's been watching my videos and commenting. I really appreciate it. God bless you all. And I'm just going to continue to do my thing, and yeah, so before we get into the video, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and comment, because I like to talk and respond to my subscribers. Okay, so let's get right into it. I am going to be talking about traveling with a disability and giving tips on what is best, what I think is best, and you guys could take it from there. So when you are traveling out of town on an airplane, what you want to do is, I would say, if you are planning to go anywhere, make sure you do your homework a little bit, do some phone calling, especially to the airport, letting them know, book your ride maybe 3 or 4 months before you leave, just to make sure everything is, accommodating and accessible to your needs. So the first thing you want to do is, when you are traveling somewhere, try not to take connected flights, because I'm going to give you an example. This is a little story, and this is what happened to me. So I went on a cruise with my family. We went to Jamaica, and we had to take connected flights. So the first flight, we flew from Chicago to Fort Worth, Texas. Blah. Sorry, guys. Fort Worth, Texas. And so when we got to Texas, my chair was fine, everything was cool. So then we had another flight to go to Mobile, Alabama. So I explained it to everybody. I explained it to the staff. Okay, this is a motorized scooter. At the time I had a scooter. And I was like, please don't grab it by the handle part where I rest my hands, and that's where the brakes and stuff is at, because it had wires connected as well. So I was like, be careful with that. Do not pick it up by the handle, and do not pick it up by the cord. So they're like, okay, yeah, we got this, we got it. Your chair is gonna be on the plane with you. Come to find out, when we arrived to Mobile, Alabama, my chair was not with me. So the chair ended up arriving that night, before everybody went to sleep. So guys, being a cautious person that I am, I wanted to make sure that my chair was charged up, because the next day we were going to get on the boat. So I, was getting ready to charge my chair up, and I noticed that they broke the little socket part in the back of my chair where you plug the, insert the cord in. It's broken. You talking about everybody was mad. Everybody was mad, including me. So I'm like, okay, so how am I supposed to get around? And my chair is broken. So then, and I'm so grateful for family. My family, we was on known people like white on rice, okay? Bees on honey, like my grandma used to say. And so, we had to do what we had to do, threaten them with the law. And so, you know, someone came and fixed my chair. And we got on a boat, and the rest was all good. So I'm saying all this to say, if you are traveling on a plane, especially a plane, make sure that you are not taking connected flights. Make sure that your chair is traveling with you. If it's not traveling with you, because sometimes they may not have room up in that storage where they have all those luggages at, because that's where your chair is going. You stay with the chair, and you might have to, take the next flight that may have room for you and your chair. The other thing you want to do, you might want to, this is what I learned too, but go to the airport early, like extra early, not 1 or 2 hours early, like maybe 3 or 4, to go and demonstrate to the staffs, this is how you handle my chair. This is the ones, this is for you guys who, have motorized chairs, electric chairs, batteries and all. Because for one thing, they are going to ask you what kind of chair it is. Does it have batteries? And that's another thing you have to let them know. If your chair run by gel battery, those are very delicate to handle. So they really have to be extra careful with that. Let them know. You can't handle it like any kind of way. Let them know that you cannot, that they cannot lift the chair by pulling the cord or anything like that. You have to let them know your chair is very important for you, because that's the only way that you get around, and you really need your chair. So, and if you have to, let them know the law will be involved in it if they don't do anything. If that case happens, like what happened to me, where your chair been broken by someone who was carelessly pulling pulling the cord by lifting it up in that way, and it shouldn't have never happened, because I've showed you how to do it. But that's what I will do. I will let them know that I am a disabled person and I have a wheelchair that is not manual. It's a power wheelchair, electric wheelchair, or whatever it is. They have to handle that with care. It might be easier with a manual chair, because manual chairs, you could just fold it up and put it into the storage where the luggages are. It might not get damaged. But if you don't have a manual chair, I suggest get to the airport early and let them know this is how you guys need to handle my chair, because I do not need to be stuck in one place because you guys, broke my chair. So let them know that. It's the same thing with the boat, the ship that you are going on. If you're going on a cruise, you let them know that you have a manual chair, a power chair or a manual chair, whatever kind of chair you have. Let them know, I need this chair and I don't need anything to happen to it. Even though when you get on the boat, you're going to be sitting in your chair anyway. But I'm just saying, these are just, precautious tips that I'm trying to give you guys. So, you can go on vacation and have a good time without any problem. But that is my suggestion to you, to make sure that you do all your homework and call ahead of time. Don't wait until like two or three or a month later, a month before your trip, and get all this done. All this should be done ahead of time. Once you figure it out that you are going somewhere, call and make sure that everything will be accommodating to your needs, so that you can have a good time with your family and you won't have nothing to worry about. Same thing with the hotel rooms. Everything thoroughly has to be accessible to your needs. Now, as far as getting off the islands and things like that, when you're on a cruise ship, some islands are not accessible, and there's nothing we can really do about that. But there are some things you can do on a cruise ship. They have a lot of activities for anybody to go, to do while everybody else is on the cruise ship. Because I know the first time when I went on a cruise ship, some of the islands that I think the first time I went is when I went to Mexico, Calico and Cozumel, Mexico. So, and I went with the whole family. But first of all, it wasn't all that accessible for me to, go touring with the family. And then the other thing was, it was too hot. And by me having hydrocephalus, I need to stay somewhere where it's cool, because your girl wasn't trying to get sick, you know what I'm saying? So, but there were plenty of things for me to do on the boats. And shopping is one of my favorites. They have these little shopping boutiques, and they have casinos, they have clubs, they have comedy clubs. They have a lot of activities to do. So it's not like you didn't have anything to do on there. Also, they're going to tell you that everything is accessible except for the very top of the boat where it's not accessible. Because there are, like, I believe they said it's like basketball rims and not rims, basketball court, and there's like hot tub. I think it's like a jacuzzi or something like that, something to that nature. And then they also have exercise club at the very top of the boat. So not really able to get up there because it's not accessible. But that was fine by me. I still had plenty of things to do, and it wasn't like I wasn't having a good time. You can very well have a good time just as well as the next person. It's just about, you Googling things up and making sure you're planning your A and B's, making sure that you got plan A and then plan B for a backup and things like that. And, and go have a good time. Now, as far as buses and trains, I've traveled with buses and trains, and the only time I do that is like if the town is like the backyard of Chicago. Like Michigan is not too far from Chicago, maybe a couple hours away, and that's it. St. Louis, the same thing. So I would take buses and trains for a short trip like St. Louis and Michigan. But if I know I'm going somewhere like Atlanta, Georgia, or Florida, or any other state that's far away from Chicago, I would take the plane and just make sure that they know that you are a disabled person and you're traveling with your wheelchair, because that's very important. That's part of us, and they need to handle your chair with care. And it's the same thing with planes as well. I mean, trains and buses, the same thing. So, yeah, just you could travel. You guys, you never had to stop because of, your disability. Always, do homework before you travel. That's all I could say. I'm just giving you some tips from experiences, because I've experienced these things, and I like to travel. And I know I'm going to do some more once I get myself a van. And I won't have to worry about Pace taking me somewhere to be on time, for places. So, but I'm definitely going to be taking some trips somewhere. It might be me and my sisters and my friend, whoever I take. I'm going to make sure that, I'm with somebody. That's another thing you need to know, that, if you're going out of town, don't go out of town by yourself. Make sure you're with somebody, at least with somebody. I mean, it's safer that way. And I think everybody would do that. You know what I'm saying? They'll take somebody with them and not be by themselves, because this world is crazy, y'all. It's crazy. But you can still have a good time even if you're with your family. It doesn't matter. As long as you're having a good time and, you on your vacation, you doing your thing, that's good. You don't have to feel like, you got to be a regular around your people. No. Have a good time. That's what vacation is for. It's, trying new things, traveling new places, meeting new people. You know what I'm saying? So it's all about safety, and it's all about things that is accommodating to your needs, and just all in all, having a good time. That's it. So with that being said, you guys, I'm sorry I had to cut this short, but your girl got stuff to do. I have this church anniversary coming up on Friday, and I'm supposed to be doing my get ready with me with you guys. So with that being said, I am going to end this video. If you like this video, please like, share, subscribe, comment. Let me know, what do you guys do before you plan how do you plan your trip? And what do you do before you go on your vacations and things like that? Because I'm curious to know. So, all right, guys. So, don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. I probably said that. I'm sorry if I said it again. But, yeah. And always remember that I love you, but God loves you more. And y'all stay blessed, stay safe, and have a grand day. Mwah. Bye.